noble humans of Stormwind are a proud, tenacious race. Though the recent invasion of the demonic Burning Legion decimated their sister kingdom of Lordaeron, the defenders of Stormwind stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of their lands. Nestled in the foothills of Elwynn Forest, Stormwind City is one of the last bastions of human power in the world. Ruled by the Child King Anduin Wrynn, the people of Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage horde on distant battlefields. With the armies gone, the defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens. You must defend the kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within. Now is the time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
Well, 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 hello. As you heard during that intro, we are in Classic WoW Hardcore. This is the official Hardcore. I did play a bit of the unofficial and enjoyed that, but at the same time, I think a lot of people were thinking, hey, if there's going to be an official one coming out at some point, probably not worth spending too much time playing that one. Clean up a few little things here. Here we go. Let's get into it. This is Negasister, of course. There's a funny backstory to Negasister from the unofficial hardcore servers, but let's pick up the first quest.
I hope you strapped your belt on tight, young adventurer, because there is work to do here in Northshire, and I don't mean farming. The Stormwind Guards are hard-pressed to keep the peace here, with so many of us in distant lands and so many threats pressing close. And so we're enlisting the aid of anyone willing to defend their home and their alliance. If you're here to answer the call, then speak with my superior, Marshal McBride. He's inside the abbey behind me.
Just had to fix up an add-on there. Let's get this going. I mean, this thing is still popular. I'm getting in quite late. Hardcore's been out for a while, and you know we're here in the starting area. It's nearly midnight here, and it's still just popping off. There's people everywhere.
Ah, good. Another volunteer? We're getting a lot of you these days. I hope it's enough. The human lands are threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad. This, in turn, leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive within our borders. It is a many-fronted battle we wage, adventurer. Gird yourself for a long campaign. Your first task is one of cleansing, adventurer. A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find. Reduce their numbers so that we may one day drive them from Northshire. Egan Peltskinner is looking for someone to hunt wolves for him. That's good news because we're seeing a lot more wolves in Northshire Valley lately. If you're interested, then speak with Egan. He's around the side of the abbey to the left. That's true. I'm looking for someone to hunt me some wolves. Are you that person? I hate those nasty timber wolves, but I sure like eating wolf steaks. Bring me tough wolf meat and I will exchange it for something you'll find useful. Tough wolf meat is gathered from hunting the timber wolves and young wolves wandering the Northshire countryside.
So as you can tell, got an add-on that reads out the quest information for us. Big fan of that. It's all AI generated as well. It's not voice acted. Every now and then you'll hear something that sounds a little bit off, but for the most part, it's really cool. Just want to move my death log a little bit. Give me a second here. Alright, a bit happier with that. It's not covering up the buffs in the top right anymore. I'm going to check one more thing. My mouse movement feels a little bit off. Mouse look speed 4.5. Maybe I'm just not used to it anymore. Feels a little quick. Yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, the AI quest stuff is great. you don't have to hang around and read what the guys are saying. Of course, there's a lot of people that have been playing WoW for years and years. They don't care about the quests, but I think it adds a little something. Yeah, so the two characters that I mostly played in the unofficial Hardcore WoW. Oh, too slow, buddy. The two characters that I played originally, I played a Warlock, which I was named Negasis, which is the name of the character that I play in Classic WoW. Probably the name that I'm most well known by. It's where the name Neg comes from on the YouTube channel. So I played that Warlock, and I died a little bit. I died a couple of times, and somehow, while talking to people and just joking around, we came up with this mythical character called Negasister, who was the sister of Negasis, and he would love to type into the guild chat and to anyone that would listen that he loves his sister. And Negasister has the ability to kiss someone and bring them back to life. So that was the lore behind how Negasis kept dying, but he kept returning to life. And the vast majority of my time was played on that Warlock. I got to about 40, I think, somewhere in the 40s. And then it was like, alright, that's a big time investment. It's a lot of time in between level ups. So better off, waiting and coming back again once the official stuff is out. This time around, I have made the Warlock character. I made both of them. I made the Warlock and the Paladin right off the bat. And I wasn't quite sure which one I wanted to play. I feel like I put so many hours into the Warlock before. I was just looking for something a little bit different. I do find the Warlock to be really easy. I'm not looking for a massive challenge here. I'm I enjoy a little bit of relaxation. You are not the kobold I'm looking for. Is this... Do any of these count? I guess they do. Oh, just kobold vermin. I'm used to, in the bottom right there, I'm used to that saying that it's like a quest kill mob. Like the wolf, right? It's saying 6 of 8, but these kobolds... Wait. This actually isn't. Oh, there is a vermin. Alright, now we're on track. Nothing can stop us now. Yeah, so I just want a little bit of a change. I, of course, through the actual Classic WoW that we've been playing since Classic WoW came out, I still play, I have a guild, a bunch of friends I play with. We have always been Horde, even in original WoW. The first time around when I played that, always Horde, so it's actually quite refreshing to go Alliance this time. It still feels kind of new. It's weird when you play Horde religiously for so long. It really does feel like a new game at times. I have done these starting areas from, the unofficial servers, but it's been enough time. It's been a couple of months since I did them, so it's feeling a little fresh again. I know what everyone thinks about Paladin gameplay, especially at the early levels. There's not a whole lot to it, is there? Right now, we are putting on our seal. We're waiting for the character to do the rest. But I'm not too fussed. Honestly, it's even with Warlock, where you're just throwing some dots up and stuff like that. It's all, though there's more to it with that, obviously. I think both are pretty easy. And to our last wolf. Haven't got much gear yet. We've got a bunch of shields, which this is a two-hander, so don't have much use for the shields. I've got so far as a belt. Now, Negasister does like to look good. Bit of a fashionista. She's going to be very keen on gear and anything new that drops, anything that looks good. I'm sure she'll be very happy about that. She's got to stay strong in case her brother Negasis plays at some point and he does have a habit of dying. She needs to save him.
What can I... You've been busy. I can't wait to cook up that wolf meat. I have some things here you might want. Take your pick.
Take my pick, alright? That. God, that's hideous. So we're playing with a couple of mods. I mentioned, the voiceover one already. We've obviously got the death log. I think it's always interesting just to see people dying. Even just doing the intro, I was surprised that you're even just trying to watch the intro and things were dying. Keep one shield just in case. Which cloak looks better? We'll stay with the current one. I have heard that this version, the new version, the official version of Hardcore is a bit easier than the unofficial one was. You've got a lot of extra things you can do. You can trade with people, you can run dungeons more than once, you can use the auction house, blah blah blah.
Well done, citizen. Those kobolds are thieves and cowards, but in large numbers they pose a threat to us. And the humans of Stormwind do not need another threat. For defeating them, you have my gratitude. Adventurer, my scouts tell me that the kobold infestation is larger than we had thought. A group of kobold workers has camped near the Echo Ridge mine to the north. Go to the mine and remove them. We know there are at least 10. Kill them, see if there are more, then report back to me. I was asked to bring this to your attention as soon as you return from the kobold camps, adventurer. It appears to be a letter sealed with the insignia of Brother Samuel, our local paladin trainer. I wouldn't hesitate to read it before you go about any other business here in the Abbey. In the meantime, you should know one or two other things. You are a symbol to many here in this land. Act accordingly. The holy light shines within you, and it will be obvious to both your allies and your enemies. Also, as you gain in wisdom and power, you will need to train to learn new abilities. That's where I come in. When you feel you've gained some experience here in Northshire, come back to me, and I will teach you what I feel you are ready to learn. Good luck, adventurer. Recently, a new group of thieves has been hanging around Northshire. They call themselves the Defias Brotherhood, and have been seen across the river to the east. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm sure it's not good. Bring me the bandanas they wear, and I'll reward you with a weapon.
Damn, how good are those voices? So I'm very keen for that weapon. Back to our thrilling gameplay of auto-attacking. Well, we've got an upgrade already. Already gotten rid of our quest reward braces. So I'm a little bit of a semi-completionist. I would say normally I'm a completionist, but playing hardcore, I know it can be very difficult to do certain things, and it's much better to skip certain quests. Things like, hey, go and kill this one guy in an area, and you get there and there's 30 people in a line waiting to kill him. I'm not going to be doing stuff like that. Definitely be skipping those. But otherwise, we'll go have a chill little leveling experience. Go wherever the majority of quests are. We're not going to try anything too difficult. A little upgrade. This is not matching at all. I know I've got some buddies that are already playing in this. I don't know if there's a guild going around. It's kind of late at night at the moment. I'm sure I'll find out a little bit more in the coming days. So I've got starting up this. Now there's no chance I'm going to die on this. My character's known to be immortal, so I don't know how regular I'll do episodes for this. I'm still loving Baldur's Gate, and I would like to finish it. You know, it's been out for a while, and I move very slowly with that game. But I'm going to keep going, and you know, when I get enough ahead with that series, I'll be popping over and playing this. Since this won't be as much of sort of less of edited content and more just me playing around, you know, it'd be a lot easier to pump episodes out. Well, not really episodes, but you know, pump videos out for this in comparison to Baldur's Gate. We shall see. We shall see what happens. Maybe I'll find out I'm not actually immortal and die in 5 minutes from now and it'll all be over. Just like Jinjo, the human warrior, slain by a riverpaw brute. In Westfall. Westfall's definitely the place where the majority of my characters died last time round.
What are you looking for?
Even when you know what's coming, you know, they can still get you. Especially those casters. I will be keeping an eye open. I wanted to buy some lovely clothing there, but we should be saving all of our money for
What can I
I don't like hearing of all these kobolds in our mine. No good can come of this. Here, take this as payment, and when you're ready, speak to me again. I would like you to go back to the mines one more time. Your previous investigations are proof that the Echo Ridge mine needs purging. Return to the mine and help clear it of kobolds. Waste no time, adventurer. The longer the kobolds are left unmolested in the mine, the deeper a foothold they gain in Northshire.
I'm definitely going to waste some time because Kobolds is a level 5 quest, whereas the Defias over here is a level 4 quest. Makes sense to go and knock that out first. I remember the burlap bandanas were not a perfect drop rate, so maybe it'll take a little bit of time, but time is something we have plenty of. It's all experience. The more you kill, the more experience you get, the easier and safer it'll be. And there's our first one. As well as chest upgrade. Yeah, so even beyond dangerous mobs in Westfall, I think the thing that kills most people is the dreaded respawn boss. Getting two of these bandanas so far. Yeah, the old respawn boss is probably the hardest boss in Hardcore. At least it was. You know, maybe some things have changed. And that is the thing that you've got to be most careful of. And I have to be careful of that, especially if I'm talking and not really 100% focusing on what I'm doing. Definitely imagine myself going a bit too deep, respawns all around me, and game over, character gone forever. Yes, why is this one running over? Okay, don't know why why this one just charged me, but take care of it. Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting experience. This one level up. Could go back and get a new skill because I'm level 4, but I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah, so it's going to be a new experience, talking and playing, even with the unofficial. I had a bunch of friends that were playing, but a lot of the time I was just sort of playing by myself and chilling out, putting some music on. And there was one time I was jumped in Discord with a bunch of the guys, and they were just chatting about something, and next thing you know, I just had this micro sleep. My eyes blurred over, and next thing you know, I was dead. I'd bitten off more than I could chew just running down a road. A couple of guys with nets got me, and I was just like, you know, these guys are low level. I'll just keep running. And sure enough, they infinitely chased me, and their nets had infinite range, and they just wore me down, and I was dead because I was just sort of chatting and not really paying attention to what I was doing. So I am aware of the potential. That is going to happen even when I'm by myself now. If I'm talking a lot. So that's my extra challenge this time. Although I am by myself at the moment, but if I keep doing these episodes, I'll probably jump into Discord with some friends, and if I'm not just doing dungeons with some friends, I might just hang around and have a chat. Give myself a little bit of a break from doing all the talking. Got some pretty funny friends as well that I'm sure folks will find entertaining. The first danger of doing something like this, my throat is starting to get very dry. Stay hydrated, very important. Had a really good drop rate on these bandanas. That might have been like the first one we didn't get. Maybe not. I'm already autopiloting. Feels like we've been getting a heap of them though. Right, now we're gonna get a shit drop rate. Shouldn't have said anything. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, jokes aside, it'll be interesting to see how far I go. The starting area is obviously not too much of a challenge. You know, I don't even really need to heal myself most of the time. So far, by the time I've leveled up, I've dinged and back to full health. Here we go, 2 more to go. But getting out of the starting zones, so we'll be going to Elwynn Forest, of course. I do want to kill Hogger. See if we'll have to be a little bit tricky when Hogger. This guy's just run up as well. Maybe there's just always one mob that spawns there, likes to run around. But yeah, we'll do a little tricky business with Hogger. Use some kiting magic. Get some help from the guard. I do not think unless everyone's just commonly does it in group quests. I'm just so used to not being allowed to group in hardcore. Maybe we'll get there and everyone's just smashing him as groups. Could be totally wrong and Hogger's just a joke now. That's our last one. It'd be interesting to hear how people are finding hardcore. It's still, like I said before, it's been out for a while. I'm very late to jump on the train here, but it's still doing really well. It's getting a lot of viewership. Don't know if anyone will view this one, but overall...
Hello. Back with some bandanas, I see. The Stormwind Army appreciates your help.
Not really too sure if I should be going one-hander or two-hander. I guess we'll go for whatever's higher DPS for now, since it's not particularly challenging. Yeah, they both look pretty shitty for hammers. What other quests do you have for me?
You've shown yourself a dependable adventurer. Dependable, and not afraid to get your hands dirty, eh? I have a friend, Millie Osworth, who's in some trouble. She's over with her wagon on the other side of the abbey near the stable. I'm sure she could use a pair of hands like yours. Garrick Padfoot, a cutthroat who's plagued our farmers and merchants for weeks, was seen at a shack near the vineyards, which lies east of the abbey and across the bridge. Bring me the villain's head and earn his bounty. But be wary, adventurer. Garrick has gathered a gang of thugs around him. He will not be an easy man to reach.
I think we'll do okay. I think we'll do just fine reaching him. Alright, so we've got it. Oh yeah, we need some new toolbars. I don't know about everyone else. If you are a WoW player, not a fan of the updated options menus. I really preferred the old ones. I know there's not much they can do about it because they wanted to standardize all of the menus across all of the WoW games. I do miss the old menus though.
Safe travels.
Bounty on Garrick. What's this Kobold Labourer's reward? Maybe we'll go and do that one. Get the boot. I didn't notice if there was a queue for this Garrick guy.
Deputy Willem told you to speak with me? He's a brave man and always willing to help, but his duties keep him stuck at Northshire Abbey, and I'm afraid the problem I have today is beyond him. Perhaps you can help me? A gang of brigands, the Defias, moved into the Northshire vineyards while I was harvesting. I reported it to the Northshire guards, and they assured me they'd take care of things. But I'm afraid for my crop of grapes. If the Defias don't steal them, then I fear our guards will trample them when they chase away the thugs. Please, you must help me. I gathered most of my grapes into buckets, but I left them in the vineyards to the southeast. Bring me those crates. Save my harvest.
So I do remember briefly that I had read up a little bit on paladins about mana efficiency, and that there's like certain levels of skills you should be getting, otherwise that just costs too much mana. Things like judgments. I'm not too fussed. If I'm sending myself a lot, then obviously I'll stop. But for now I think we'll just keep killing things and trying to kill them quickly. Some pants. Nearly kitted out here. Some of it is leather. So we need a mail chest, mail pants, mail gloves, and we're all set.
That still be charging.
Feeling very safe here. No red name bars. Caves are normally scary places. Not this one though.
I can't pass that yet.
We was paladin, like Widow Hatchling. Jeez, we're getting so many shields. That one is better than the last one. Like that guy just charged at me. Two more.
That spell isn't ready yet.
got our first dungeon would be Wailing Caverns, I suppose. 1724. Not exactly sure what level I should be tackling that at. Probably get some tips from some of my friends, but obviously you don't want to be going and doing dungeons too early, risking a death. I guess that's another one of the most dangerous things besides the respawning boss, is the relying on strangers boss, and going and doing dungeons is a big risk. I tend to err on the side of caution, and I would be quite happy to just quest the whole way to 60, but I think that would be a little bit boring. So if I get some opportunities to do dungeons, I will do my best to do them. Maybe not Noma. Nomergan seems to... every time I'm hearing about someone dying, it seems to be in there. So maybe I'll give that one a miss. We'll see. Maybe if I find a trustworthy crew, give it a crack. Okay, that's our money situation.
Be careful.
I know if I buy some of the male clothing, we're going to get a male drop instantly.
Well met.
Once again, you have earned my respect and the gratitude of the Stormwind Army. There may yet be kobolds in the mine, but I will marshal others against them. We have further tasks for you. Adventurer, you are an adventurer with proven interest in the security of Northshire. You are now tasked with the protection of the surrounding Elwynn Forest. If you accept this duty, then I have prepared papers that must be delivered to Marshal Dugan in Goldshire. Goldshire lies along the southern road, past the border gates.
Alright, Marshal McBride. I will go and find, who was it? Mr. Marshal, you're Marshal McBride, whoever the Dugan guy. I will assist you with this, but a couple of things I need to do first. We've got our first red nameplates. I'm going to go see if this named mob has a line. As far as I know, there's only one official... Well, there's two official hardcore servers. I'm in Australia, so that would be an Oceanic server, but I don't know if this is Oceanic. What's my ping at? Alright, so I'm at 189 latency there, so this is not an Australian server, but I think 189 is doable. I'm just going to focus here for a second, make sure I don't get got.
That's still recharging.
Miss, love to see that right off the bat. Okay, this is looking very doable. And I am loving that there's not a queue here. That must be because, like I was trying to get to with the my location, I think if this is an American server, I think the majority of Americans are still asleep at the moment. Which is great for me. Here we are. Okay.
I can't trust that.
We are annihilating these guys. Still don't want to get too overconfident. We do have some groups. I want to bite off more than we can chew. Oh, there's another paladin who's drawn some attention. Be fighting against each other here to loot these things. Let's see if he's not a scumbag. Bit of a scumbag move to wait for someone to pull a mob and then go and steal the thing they're trying to get to, like this. Yeah, sorry buddy. I was here first, but I won't take the other one. You can have the other one.
I'm out of range.
Is he even going for it? Well, I don't think I can get to this. I think I'm going to pull both of those if I try. I should be able to do it though.
Get closer. That's still recharging.
They die so quickly it shouldn't matter. I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen a paladin this strong before. This is the power of Negasister. Combat isn't her first choice. She does, should prefer to just bring happiness to people and bring people back to life with her magical kisses, but sometimes you got to get your hands dirty. And this is one of those days. Yeah, it has hit midnight here. I think Goldshire Inn might be a good destination to finish up at today. Go and get our wonderful rewards before we head over there.
Oh, thank you, adventurer. You saved my harvest. And I hope you showed a few of those defias that they can't cause trouble around here. We might be short on guards these days, but we're lucky to have heroes like you to protect us. Now that my crop is saved, take this great manifest to Brother Niels. He manages the store of food and drink in Northshire, and I'm sure he'll be delighted to hear that he has fresh grapes. You'll find Brother Niels in the Abbey, in the bell tower, where he likes to taste his wine.
Ha! You caught him! You've done Elwynn a great service and earned a nice bounty.
Have a good one.
Thank you very much. Stop giving me leather though. Give me some mail. This person is above.
How are?
Let's see here. Oh my, Millie's grapes have been saved. When she told me that brigands overran her vineyards, I nearly despaired. But my faith in the light did not waver. And through your bravery, we now have grapes for more wine. May the light bless you, adventurer, and keep you safe.
Alright, only one quest to go, and that is go over to Goldshire, clean up our bags.
What can I do for you? See you later.
Harry Ascrack. There's laser for things like that these days. Wax. There's plenty of ways to fix that up. Hey, and unless you like it, then fair enough. Keep it going. Braid it. You know, there's a few things you could do.
Every adventurer should rest when exhaustion sets in. And there is no finer place to get rest and relaxation than at the Lion's Pride Inn. My best friend, Innkeeper Farley, runs the Lion's Pride. If you tell him I sent you, he may give you the special discounted rates on food and drink. To find the Lion's Pride Inn, travel south along the road from here. You can't miss it.
Something tells me they are not going to give me a discount.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Okay, where the hell did this one come from?
That's
Yeah,
still
you're going down too,
recharging.
buddy. This would have been a much simpler path if I had just stuck to the road. That is what I'm going to do. So as a primarily Horde player, even Horde players know about the Goldshire Inn. You dirty, dirty Alliance players, the things you do in there. Just so you know, on the Horde side, we don't have an equivalent. Just at one place everyone knows you go to meet new people, guess you could say.
King's honor, friend.
Well, it says here that you've been awarded acting deputy status with the Stormwind Marshals. Congratulations. And good luck. Keeping Elwynn safe is no picnic. What with most the army busy doing who knows what, for who knows which noble. It's hard to keep track of politics in these dark days. The mine in Northshire isn't the only one with problems. I have reports that the Fargo Deep mine in Elwynn has also become a haven for kobolds. Explore the mine and confirm these reports, then return to me. The mine is almost due south of Goldshire, between the Stonefield and McClure homesteads.
Alright, I think that is a good place to stop. We won't pick up these quests yet. Leave that for next time. Hope that wasn't the old Paladin gameplay of swing, swing, swing. Hope it was entertaining in some way. I know for me, I watch a lot of stuff just as I'm going to bed, so in my mind, hey, if it's not that exciting, maybe this will help you go to sleep or something like that. But either way, hope you enjoyed it. And Negasister will be watching over you. She'll be there to give you a healing kiss if you need it. And we'll see you next time.